the man secretly poured out his beer, pretended to be drunk and told his wife he was going to the bathroom. Then he texted his female colleague from inside, asking her to come over and play mahjong. After making sure his wife was asleep, he invited the colleague in and started the game. But he wasn't doing this to hide anything. It was because he knew that tonight, something was going to happen that would change his fate forever. In his previous life, on this exact night, he also got drunk and went to bed. But the next morning, his in-laws showed up demanding to know where their daughter was. He was confused, insisting he had never hurt his wife. Even his childhood friend spoke up for him, but his father-in-law pulled out his phone and showed him a desperate message sent from his wife. The man was baffled. He swore his wife had been sleeping beside him all night. He rushed to the bedroom with everyone, but when they pulled back the blanket, the bed was empty. His father-in-law broke down on the spot, accusing him of being irresponsible. Although the man had been foggy from drinking, he remembered that his wife had gone out with her younger brother. But the brother-in-law denied everything, claiming he dropped his sister off and went home when he saw everyone was drunk. Just as the man was running out of arguments, his cousin said there were security cameras in the house, so everyone rushed to check the footage. What they saw shocked them. It looked like the man himself had killed his wife. Before he could explain, his father-in-law lost control and made a tragic decision. The man died full of injustice, but fate gave him another chance. He woke up, and time had rewound to that very night. Looking around at everyone with their own hidden agendas, he remembered how his cousin had borrowed 230,000 yuan for a house that night, and the next morning was the first to ask where his wife was. That made the cousin his prime suspect, but the brother-in-law was the one most familiar with the house, and he had a close relationship with the wife. The man couldn't understand why his wife would falsely accuse him of cheating and murder, so he suspected she might have staged everything herself. He swore he would find out the real killer. When his cousin put down his wine glass, his wife suddenly looked anxious, as if they shared some sort of secret signal. The man grew more alert, decided to stay sober, so he dumped his drink, went to the bathroom, and messaged his colleague to come over and play mahjong. He needed an outsider to be a witness to everything. Only then could he hope to find the key to breaking the cycle. He then returned and played mahjong casually, but his wife suddenly said she was going to bed early. That made him even more uneasy. She was never the type to sleep early. As he played, he secretly recorded the clock and the whole situation, to use it as evidence later. Just then, his cousin accidentally knocked his phone off the table. That raised even more suspicion, so the man made an excuse to check the bedroom. His wife was indeed still there, but when he returned to the living room, he found his cousin had vanished. He asked around, and was told he'd gone to the bathroom. The man rushed over, determined to guard the door, but after a long time, there was still no sound. He started knocking, and the cousin finally came out looking calm. The man thought he might be overthinking, until he noticed the bathroom window was open, and his cousin's shoes were covered in fresh dirty mud. At that moment, the man realized the real mystery was just beginning.